conversations I was talking to myself this morning.
This morning? Yeah, I bet those videos are probably crazy. You just walking around the field.
A lot of craziness.
Cool.
Forward. So the 2nd Wisconsin was the first ones to go into the woods here of the Iron Brigade. 24th Michigan at that time was on the left side. They're pretty open. Now, what woods are we in? Yes. Although I will give you full credit for McPherson.
Also known as Herbst.
Yeah.
Now known as Herbst.
Now, modern day historians have to be, call it Herbst Woods. Even though every veteran referred to it as McPherson's Woods.
Well, McPherson paid them all off.
Because there was always something haunting to me about the name McPherson's Woods as a kid. Since I knew the Iron Brigade was like chewed up in here and it was like a scene of all this heavy fighting. So when I first started reading about the first day, I was really like, man, McPherson's Woods must be this like ominous place.
That's cool. Iron Brigade. They always do things that make me mad when I game against them.
Well, yeah.
Iron Brigade. Here they come crashing. Look out, we're the Iron Brigade. Come on, dude.
That was a big step down. Well, not that big. Yeah, me too. I was just about to say something to that effect.
That Guinness is about to come out.
Just make sure no people are coming.
What's that?
Just make sure no people are in either direction.
You better off facing that.
Also a good place to do the other thing.
Yes. We can,
You need the two packed.
what's that?
Is it packed?
Yeah. Still.
Not too many woods here. McPherson's Woods, Rose Woods, Big Round Top. That's about it. Helps out. And then that woods that's on the, just north of a railroad cut that was there. They called it Sheeds Woods.
Sheeds Woods?
Or sometimes they called it Wills Woods.
Wills
Also,
Woods.
so I should call it that. Whoa, how do you call that a path?
What's that?
How do you call that a path?
It's a mud path. Just like I'm stepping in mud. Jesus.
I'm talking about it goes across a creek.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, the whole path is mud.
Well,
along
because
there.
it's closing
I
in
guess
on
you
the
can
creek.
expect if it's path through the woods after it rains.
Dang. We're 2 days after now.
Yeah, I know. This ground holds the water, that's for sure.
Dang.
Shit. Where's this path lead to?
Well, it's going to cut through to the 24th Michigan monument where that bus was.
Yeah.
But the bus will be moving. Probably already moved off.
Oh, it already did. We saw that
Yeah.
when we got out of the car, I think. Yeah, that's a fucking mess. Shit, man.
It probably could be forded over there, but we won't fuck with
Too
that.
much of
How dare you?
Too much.
Oh, here we go. Forward! Just a little more, see what we can do. We might find a relic.
Don't tell him.
I promise.
Tell nobody.
Yeah, that's about as far as we're going to be
I'll
able
post
to
it
go.
on the Facebook page. Look what I found and took with me.
See,
Ha
Tim's-
ha, fuck you.
you're not friends with Tim, so you'll be all right. You can send him a request. He'll
Oh, that's
probably
funny.
friend
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Me and Ray are friends with him.
Cool.
All he does is post Gettysburg shit.
Oh yeah, I would have.
Like he's doing these before and after things. He did another one.
the fade thing.
He did it of the Sheeds house with the shell in it. He did
Right,
it before
yeah.
and after.
Mom.
Yeah, I mean he's been there's tons of them now on all the buildings. That's easy to hop and with full mobility.
Yeah, and getting back is the main thing.
It's uphill going back. It's
That's-
downhill.
oh, that's the
Easier
problem. It
getting
would
there.
Take a climb.
Man, I can't believe I really wasn't holding up too much hope that we're gonna find that monument just willy-nilly
Wandering
with
around,
the
yeah,
basic idea of where
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
And I thought, according to the map, it could have been like way further in. Like,
Right, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I'm thinking, man, that might be like a
we
quarter
should have
mile.
paid more attention to the waterway on the map.
But the waterway on the map resembled nothing like the waterway we
Right,
saw.
but we found the bend.
Ours, kept bending and forking and bending
Yeah, it
more.
had another fork.
When I walked way out there, it bent all the way back by me. Like,
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying
These
when
things-
you said, "Oh, it's on the same side." I was looking at
Yeah, they
the
just
creek
give a-
that came in between where you were at and where I was at, and I'm
it
like,
was not a
and
literal
it was like it was a
map.
fork. It was like a fork and it bent to two sides. It was like, oh my God, how many streams are coming in here?
I love little brooks, though, streams. I mean, when you don't have to consider getting across them, and they're usually real small like this. These little runs. The biggest creek in Gettysburg is Rock Creek at the base of Culp's Hill. That's a good sized creek. That's like not quite Wilson's Creek size, which is really big for a creek. That's almost a river, Wilson's Creek. What'd
What'd you get?
Thorns. I pulled 3 thorns out of my socks last night.
Oh my God.
I left them on the table there. We'll save them, bring them home, man. Plant a
Return them to the park.
plant a thorn tree.
Yeah, mail
Oh,
'em back
I could
to
do
town.
that.
Go to mail them back.
I have an app, a
I
plant
removed these
on my phone that you take a picture of the leaf and
it'll
it tells
tell
you
you.
exactly what the plant is. But I haven't been having much success with it. And you got to be connected to the internet for that.
Oh well, yeah.
But I'll just say this about Hector, man. He gave me a new perspective on Shiloh after having been there so many times.
Really, what's that?
Because he knew a lot about the foliage and the vegetation at Shiloh, and he would telling me stuff. He was like, "Oh, you can eat this," and he's like, "Here, try it." I would eat it, and it was like, tasted good.
Oh wow.
And yeah, they were like leeks, like little onions.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, that's definitely the path, man. It keeps on going in a nice dry way, but it ain't.
Yeah, I know. It's just that little cross.
Oh, here's mud. Whoa. Stay to this way.
This is a mud, man.
I just did that.
Yeah, you got to watch out for there too. I said when I started walking up here, I was like, wait a minute, this path is.
Damn.
Path is like.
All right, now we'll get to.
Disrupting.
It should be getting dry up here.
Yeah, it's dry over here.
So man, like we'd be standing like at a spot like this, like in Perryville, Kentucky,
Right.
battle where we knew nothing about.
Right.
And we're standing like here, and we'd be reading like, and the Union forces came right entering the trees right here, and the Confederates had gotten up to right about here. So the Confederates come and then pushing the Confederate
Right,
Union troops come in,
come
and
in.
you just see it. Like your mind goes like, wow, that really happened.
Oh yeah.
And it happened right here, and these guys came running right through here. And this thing would like trigger in your mind, and you'd be like, oh my God, like it was almost like you were seeing it happen. It's the only way I can describe it. And especially at Perryville, both of us knew nothing about the battle, so we were both on the same like fresh level of not knowing, and maybe that made it more intense. But we later did that at Shiloh, and we knew stuff about it, and it was still real intense. You know, all the little amazing anecdotes that happened during the battle, they're like these great events in a movie or something that, you know. But, you know, and there's that and that. That's all. Yeah. But the Confederates will ultimately push through McPherson's woods. Get back on the trail.
Yeah, I was going to say where we were going was better, where we were at was better than the trail because there wasn't any logs.
I saw that log.
That was a better path than the path.
Yep. Of course, we had just, you know, smoked up out there.
Yeah.
And
I see what you
but
mean.
there was no
That's
humans
why I like
around.
to know where I'm at on the battlefield and like where I'm directed and where.
It's hard to get that feeling of
coming
there
from.
being not a single human in the park. But like Perryville was in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
And we would just be like on a hill with nobody.
Yeah, I was mad. Not mad. I wish I would have made that reenactment at Perryville.
Oh, how come you missed that?
I don't remember. I had to work. I think.
Oh,
Or something.
work.
Or I didn't have enough money. I don't know. Yeah, that was a major event.
No. A lot of sticks. Muddy that way, let's go this way. All right, that walk is complete.